Oh, we're live. What's up, world and multiverse? Thank you so much for being here. Microphone check 1 2. Yes, Ecussionist, aka Matt Vorsmer, here with you in the flesh, in the studio. Thanks for being here with us. This has been trimester number 3 in 2025. We've done 3 trimesters. I can't believe that. Big shout out to NGO Radio Terra for hosting us on their YouTube channel. We do free lessons for all ages and all levels every single week. I'm here on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing the same scheduling, just starting in March of 2026, still on the NGO Radio Terra's YouTube channel. And we're going to continue bringing you guys all the information that we can fit in a 30-minute block. Big shout out to Edson Neris, who really organizes a lot of the production, organizes the scheduling, and puts together the wonderful thumbnails that enhance the promotion for all of these lessons that we do. And we wouldn't be able to do it without you, Edson, so thank you so much. Giving shout outs and big thank you to our sponsors, NGO Radio Terra, as always. We have Tamboro Drums, Proel Corporation, Roland Corporation, Sensory Percussion, Evans, and all the people over at Sun House. We thank you guys so much for sponsoring us and giving us the equipment that it takes for us to make it pop. Today we're going to be talking about textures. We're going to be talking about brushes. We're going to be talking about mallets. We're going to be talking about some cool creative ways to create different sounds. Maybe something about tuning. We're going to talk more about tuning because we can't say enough about how much tuning affects your sound. And yeah, as we always do, we're going to start off with some playing and get right into it. Yes, the many textures of the brushes, the sticks, and the mallets. So let's go over a couple things. Whenever I pull out the mallet, it's usually to do something kind of open and free, something mellow, something maybe that mimics a timpani. In this case, right? We have these soft felts on the end of these sticks right here that allow us to get very, very dampened and warm tones. Very different from the stick side. And this really works in like a sort of a jazz setting if you're doing something kind of New Orleans like. I like to put this on the left hand and then put a stick or put a brush in my right hand, and we do something like this. This is the poinciana groove. One of the things I like to do is get that little combination of rim and mallet on the center of the head instead of just or. We get this mixture of the two sounds. And then I mix and match it so right, something like that. So that's the poinciana groove, popularized by Ahmad Jamal and invented by, well, I should say that interpretation invented by Vernil Fournier. Since we have one brush in hand, let's go over to the brushes and talk about that. So we have these wonderful inventions right here. These are basically retractable fly swatters. And, these were sort of popularized by, excuse me, sorry for fiddling around with the mic. These were popularized by Baby Dodds. And Baby Dodds used to use actual fly swatters. And eventually it just got really popular because it really helped with the balance of recording. As you can imagine, recording to acetate, recording to wax back then in the studio was tumultuous and problematic when it came to drums and recording drums. So these really helped accompany singers, and it helped keep the drums out of the way yet present. It also revolutionized the way we accompany ballads. So let's talk about a really nice stroke for ballads. This is called Eyes. This is from the Philly Joe Jones brush book, if you can see this. All right, so that one is trill. Well, anyways, I wanted to show you the actual page because it's kind of cool. There we go. But actually, you know what? I'm going to switch gears. We're just going to talk about trill, the first one that was on the page. This right here is good for medium tempos. It's also good for up tempos. It's kind of good for everything. And so this one right here is going to be making a half moon with the left hand and doing a dotted 16th note swing pattern on the right hand. So 1E into 2E into 3E into 4E into 1E into 2E into 3E into 4E into 1E, 2E into 3E into 4E into 1E into 2E into 3E into 4, right? Maybe if I move this, you'll be able to see better. Take a little sip. One, 2E into 3E into 4E into 1E into 2E into 3E into 4. Now, usually when I play brushes, where 2 and 4 occurs, right? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? Wherever that occurs depends on sort of where I generally and naturally snap, right? So if I'm like listening to music and I'm like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how 2 and 4 is kind of happening that way on my body. It's happening on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So same thing, I'll do the same motion with brushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do the same stroke. This is called the conventional stroke now. If we were to, instead of trilling in our left hand, we'll just do a circle in our left hand. So from this to this. Right? Let's take these in different tempos. This is the conventional stroke as a ballad. Up tempo. All right, so let's look at trill up tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. that one is really tiresome in my left hand. I should practice that because I feel it burning right here when I play that fast. And I'm sure I slowed the tempo down a little bit too because, geez, that is hard to play. Okay, so that's the trill. What's another really good pattern? Well, let's break out the Philly Joe Jones brush book, shall we? Palm up. This is a great brush stroke. This is good for shuffles and medium tempos because really the nature of this is we go, and when you go and kind of, it's like you basically force your wrist to have to turn over, and then it goes. And when it goes, that flip is where you get the little shuffle part, the. So that's what we're going to go. Right? So you see how you can get deep in the pocket with that. All right, little drum Tourette's for you. Okay, this is another good one for ballads. All right, this is called half and half. So we're going to split the drum kind of like a butterfly. Right, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Or even slower. All right, so that's half and half. Let's pick one more. this one's going to just kind of, it's going to give us a circle in the left hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 happens over here at the far left side of the head, and we do sort of a half moon to 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the while we just do quarter notes spinning in the left hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I should probably take off this X right here. If I really wanted to, if I was doing a gig that had serious amounts of ballads, I would take this off so I didn't run into this X all the time. But basically, this smooth one is such. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Brushes. Check out these strokes. If you can find the Philly Joe Jones brush book, I would suggest you do. Also, there's a great brush book called The Sound of Brushes, and I thought that I would play you a bit of The Sound of Brushes. It's a little treat, though. It's on tape. Let's bring Ed Thigpen's voice into the lesson real quick. This is from The Sound of Brushes.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2. On the left-hand side, these taps are made together on 1. Now on 2, we alternate positions of the brushes. That is, the left hand moves over to the right, and the right hand moves over to the left, and we sort of brush up in opposite directions.
So this is a great book. If you can find it, I doubt that they have it with the tape anymore, but this is called The Sound of Brushes by Ed Thigpen. Thank you, Maestro Thigpen. Thank you to Maestro Philly Joe Jones. And really, that brings us to the end of the lesson. I don't think that we've talked a lot about brushes this entire trimester. One thing I do want to talk about is some tuning. And when it comes to tuning, we want to understand the different ways we can make the drum sound. So if we tune the batter side really high, and then tune the bottom side really low, this is what happens. Now, normally we go across, right? But just for time's sake, I'm going to go around in a circle and crank this thing. All right, that's pretty cranked. Okay, so we don't want it to sound like crap, which that currently does. So let's get this right. that's sort of like a Max Roach 1940s bebop sound. It's a really, really high pitch. I would also tune this up to match that, but just for example's sake, I want you to hear what this sounds like. Right? All right, so that's a very stylized way of tuning this drum. I'm going to flip it now, all right? We're going to tune this down. All right, I'm actually going to go around in a circle again so that in a very fast fashion, we can retune the drum. And this time when I retune the batter side, we'll go in the proper direction. All right, we've brought that down pretty far. Now we're going to crank this side. Cranked enough. All right. Now let's hear what it sounds like when we have a cranked resonant side and a pretty low batter side. I mean, to me, that sounds. And then we'll go ahead and dampen it, stylize it even further. So you can hear how it sounds kind of creamy and thuddy. You know, and of course, I would to stylize this, I would make these toms match the snare, and the snare match the toms, and or just tune everything to pitches that are complementary of the music that I'm making. But either way, let this example of how I tuned this tom in two different ways be a shining light for you about a very clean way of drum tuning. Simply put, power tune, tightly tune the batter side, and then detune the resonant side for a jazzier sound. And then for a more pocketed, thuddier groove sound, more like recording pop toms, go ahead and do the opposite by detuning the batter side and tightly tuning the resonant side. All right? So we talked about brushes, we talked about mallets, we talked about sticks, we talked about tuning. This semester, what did we talk about? We talked about some of our favorite breaks. We talked about electronics. We talked about some drumming fundamentals from the Caribbean. We did a whole lot this trimester, and you can revisit all these lessons on my particular part of the NGO Radio Terra's videos. So you can go into the video set list, and under live, you'll see all of my live classes. Thank you so much, NGO Radio Terra. Thank you for all the people that are sticking with us and sticking with this program and pursuing your dreams in music. We appreciate you, and we encourage you to keep on playing. Don't ever stop. Much love. Treat each other well, and we'll see you in March for trimester number 1 of 2026. My name is Matt Vorsmer, aka Ecussionist, bringing you nothing but love every single Wednesday, 4 p.m., right here on NGO Radio Terra's YouTube channel. Thank you so much to Proel, Roland Corporation, Sensory Percussion, and Sun House, and Tamburo Drums. Roland as well. I think I already said that.